Welcome back to another session of biology, part 6th of sexual reproduction in flowering plant. In our previous video, I have dealt with the gynoecium. All the important details about the gynoecium we have tried to understand in our last video or in our previous video. So in this video, you are going to study about the gynoecium or megasporogenesis. What do you mean by megasporogenesis and how this process is going to carry out in plants? It is a formation of megaspore from megaspore mother cell. So what is megasporogenesis? Megasporogenesis is the formation of megaspore from megaspore mother cell. One more question they can ask you. Define megasporogenesis. The formation of megaspore from megaspore mother cell is called megasporogenesis. The ovule generally differentiate a single megaspore mother cell in the micropyle region of the nucellus. So the ovule, generally the ovule consists of a single megaspore mother cell near the micropyle region of nucellus. It is a large cell containing dense cytoplasm and a prominent nucleus. So the megaspore mother cell is a large cell. It is containing a dense cytoplasm with a definite nucleus. Megaspore mother cell undergoes meiosis to produce 4 megaspore. So after formation of megaspore mother cell in the ovule, so this megaspore mother cell containing a cytoplasm and a prominent nucleus, it undergoes meiotic cell division to produce 4 megaspores. It is going to form 4 megaspore cells. In majority of the flowering plant, 1 megaspore is functional while the other 3 get degenerated. After the meiotic division, as it forms the 4 megaspore cells, so among that 4 megaspore, 1 will be functional. Usually 1 will be functional, remaining 3 gets degenerated. The functional megaspore develop into a female gametophyte. So among the 4, which is the functional megaspore, that functional megaspore is going to develop into a female gametophyte. The embryo sac formation from a single megaspore is called monosporic development. As I said you in the beginning, we have seen what is monosporic ovule and what are the syncarpus and all. No, in the same way, when an embryo sac which is formed from a single megaspore, when a single megaspore is going to develop in the embryo sac, such development we call it as monosporic development. Have your attention to understand about monospore. See, you can have a look on the 4 megaspore which is developed in the ovule. Among that, 1 is functional, remaining all get degenerated, which is shown in the green color picture. 1 is functional one containing a dense cytoplasm and a prominent nucleus. So after that, it is going to get a female gametophyte and it is going to develop into a embryo is going to develop into a microscopic development. So the nucleus of the functional megaspore divide mitotically to form 2 nuclei. As it contain only 1 nucleus in the megaspore, so the functional megaspore, after the degeneration of the 3 cell, 1 functional megaspore, it starts dividing mitotically to form 2 nuclei. They move to the opposite pole, forming 2 nucleate embryo sac. Have a look on the picture. First picture, it is 2 nucleated. Then that proceed with the 4 nucleus. Then that is proceed with the 8 nucleate structure. So this is all what is going to happen in the development of an ovule. What we are going to understand. So the nuclei again divide 2 times, forming 4 nucleate and followed with the 8 nucleate stage of the embryo sac. These divisions are free nuclear that is nuclear division, are not followed immediately by cell wall formation. So you can have a look, it is a division of nucleus and that is not followed by the formation of cell wall. There is no formation of cell wall which is going to take place around the nucleus. Only the division of nucleus is going to carry out. So as the functional megaspore which is formed from the ovule, that is going to go for a mitotic cell division, forming 2 to 4 nucleate, 4 to 8 nucleate stages are going to develop into the embryo sac. So this embryo sac is said to be 8 nucleated stage of a embryo sac. After the 8 nucleate stage, cell wall are laid down, leading to the organization of typical female gametophyte. As I said you, the functional megaspore goes for a mitotic cell division. Only the division of nucleus is going to occur and it is not followed with the formation of cell wall. As it continues with the 8 nucleate stage, the wall are laid down. Then the cell wall formation takes place by the formation of a typical female gametophyte. You are going to see after the 8 cell stage nucleate, it is going to form a complete female gametophyte. 6 of the 8 nuclei are surrounded by cell wall and organized into cell. Remaining 2 nuclei, that is polar nuclei, are situated below the egg apparatus in a large central cell. So this is what a complete structure of a ovule. Among the 8 nucleate stage, the 6 are going to develop, they are going to surrounded with the walls, cell walls, and they are going to organize into a cell. Remaining 2 will remain without cell as a nuclei. They are termed as a polar nuclei and they are situated below the egg apparatus in a large central cell. So in this way, the formation of synergids, formation of antipodal cell and polar nucleus is going to form in the formation of an ovule. So the distribution of the cell in the embryo sac, let me see. A typical mature embryo sac is 8 nucleated and 7 celled structure. It is said to be 8 nucleated because all the cells contain nucleus and only one cell among that cell 7 celled is going to occur. 3 cells are grouped at the micropyle end and form egg apparatus. It consists of 2 synergid and 1 egg cell. Have a look on the mature embryo sac structure. If you can look, a typical mature embryo sac is a 8 nucleate and 7 celled structure. Among that, 3 cells are grouped at the micropyle end. You can have a look on the micropyle end where you are going to find a filiform apparatus. So near that you are going to see egg apparatus. It consists of 2 synergids. It has got 2 synergids, okay, and 1 egg cell. You are going to get a single egg cell on the upper part of the synergid. So the synergid have a special cellular thickening at the micropyle tip called filiform apparatus. So the synergid have got a special finger-like structure or specialized cell which are thickened. They are thick compared to the other cell near the micropyle tip. They are known as filiform apparatus. They help to guide the pollen tube into the synergid. Already I have said you, as the pollen tube is going to enter through the micropyle region carrying a male gamete, that is being guided by the filiform apparatus which is present near the synergid, which have a thickened cells for them. So the 3 cells at the chalazal end, the 3 cells are present at the micropyle end and remaining 3 cells are present at the chalazal. Chalazal end is the opposite of micropyle end. You can have a look, that is a chalazal end and down is the micropyle end. The 3 cells at the chalazal end are called the antipodal cells. A large central cell has 2 polar nuclei. So we call them as 8 nucleated 7-celled structure or embryo sac. A typical mature embryo sac consists of 8 nucleus and 7 cell. 3 cell at antipodal region, 3 cell at the micropyle region, and 2 haploid nuclei, polar nuclei at the center of the embryo sac. This is a typical structure of your mature embryo. Now, overall view how the formation of gametophyte embryo sac is taken place is shown in the figure like this. Have a look, my dear students. So these are the integuments, and these go for the mitotic cell division, forming 4 megaspore. Those 4 megaspore, 1 is functional, remaining 3 get degenerated. After successive mitotic division, it is going to form 8 nucleated structure. Then after that, a mature embryo sac is going to form, having 8 nucleated 7-celled structure, 3 at micropylar, 3 at chalazal, and 1 at the polar bodies, forming a polar bodies at the center of the embryo sac. So in my next video, we'll continue to study about the next concept of sexual reproduction in flowering plant. I'll wind up my session here only. Thank you.